Hello everyone, this is Jeff Brown out here at Riverton Livestock. Week of May the 19th here on Tuesday. We had right at 800 cattle. Our weigh cows and bulls would have been a couple better out here again this week. Those weigh cows would bring kind of 55 up to 65, a few cases to the low 70s there on some of those weigh cows. Bulls would have been mid 80s to low 90s. High yielding bull would bring 91 or 2. Bulk of the bulls there in the mid 80s, but a couple better again. The pairs, solid mouth pairs, big calves aside, good high quality cows. 1775. The short term mates, 1435. Cows with lots of salvage and big good calves aside. So good cattle, still bringing good money, and glad to see that. Just want to shout out to everybody out there, guys and gals. Thank you very much for all the attention, your voices. You're being heard. You've even got the ear of our great president, Mr. Trump. So thank you for that. It's been a pleasure to be a part of it and to watch action being taken place, because that is not something that we have seen in a long time. So it's needed, and I thank you. It wouldn't be moving forward without everybody speaking up. So the 50-14, I just want to talk to you just a little bit about how I see that from right now. The 50-14, again, 50% negotiated sales killed within 14 days on packing houses with capacity of 125,000 head or greater. Well, guys, that's putting the burden on the packer to negotiate sales for the product, which is his biggest input, the fat cattle. Well, how do you all think that might go? He's beat us for the last 70 years. Or has he beat us, or he's just done a better job at his business? I don't really know how to word that. But maybe this would be more effective if we took it from the bottom up. Put the burden on the sellers. And make no misunderstanding, some of the most respected people I have in my life have been the feed yard managers. And they've had a tough sled here the last several years dealing with these packers. They're a tough group. They're good at their business, and we need to address this. How we're going to handle this 50% negotiated sales. I think it needs to come from the bottom and go up, guys, and give them the tools to do it. Let's get rid of the Optiflex. Let's get rid of the implants. Let's quit producing ourselves to the point that we really have no right of refusal, guys, to negotiate with. Our carcass weights went up 40 pounds last week. That's 875. That's a 1,700 pound live equivalent. We're killing 530,000 cattle this week, which is up, heading in the right direction, but it's a long ways from the 600,000 plus it takes to remain current. Well, guys, how do we expect to do a very good job of negotiating when we give them all the information? We can't get something as simple and as common sense as mandatory country of origin labeling. If we're going to negotiate, don't you think it'd be beneficial to have some tools? Let's protect our information. Let's get mandatory country of origin labeling. If we don't do some of these things, how effective are we going to be at negotiations, guys? I'll tell you this, from an auction operator standpoint, if you do a poor job in this day and age at achieving the market, guys, it's known about instantly. I mean, the next day, it's embarrassing. And I just think that things like mandatory country of origin labeling are carcass weights. I mean, let's do things that help our feed yards be better at trade. Let's take a stance as cow people who have the most to lose and gain by negotiated sales and country of origin labeling. Your gross product, you cow people, the gross product you sell, your calf, is the next phase's input. So this is all about you, in my opinion. And if we can't get simple things like mandatory country of origin labeling back, and get rid of some ways that we produce ourselves into the corner here, like Optiflex, like implants, get rid of that stuff. Let's talk about, we're the ones that have invested all the money in beef promotion, and receiving none of the benefit. So let's have a voice. You're being listened to right now by our lawmakers, and we're the ones that have paid the way for beef promotion. So where's our voice in that? Let's get rid of the Optiflex. Let's get rid of the implants. Let's get mandatory country of origin labeling back. Let's protect our information where we might stand a chance sitting across from a group of folks that are very good in negotiations. Let's get better at it. To me, that's where it's at. The 50-14, it's great. Let's tweak it. Let's become better sellers. Thank goodness beef demand is where it's at. It's gonna, the boxes are coming down off their highs and still gonna be at levels that we've never seen in our past. The beef pie is bigger. Our percentage just keeps getting smaller. Let's negotiate in a fashion that we can get more of that beef pie back here to the cattle business. Guys, think about that for a minute. We got to put some tools in the belt of these feed yard operators and help them become better negotiators. And you cow-calf guys that think that's his problem, it's not, it's yours, because you're the ones that will benefit from negotiated sales. Thank you. See you next week.